Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of A.T.O.M RPG. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today as I talk to the fellas. Fellas over here in the bandit camp. Hello. Hello, sir. Do they all... Look at that. Interesting. That guy doesn't talk. It's interesting because I can click on it and the game automatically follows them. Let's talk at the fire. Okay. Yeah, I like his helmet. The stocky, broad-shouldered gangster's light blue, almond-shaped eyes follow you from the shade cast by the visor of his intricate metal helmet. Armed with a spiked mace, he seems to be taking the measure of you, probably coming up with the best course of action in case you give him a reason to attack. "What do you want?" he asks. The thug speaks in a coarse, sandpapery voice, which I can make, but only involuntarily, so I won't go with that. "I see your friend is not really talkative." The thug casts a quick glance at the man standing next to him. He eyes you and nods to his friend, giving him the permission to answer. "Well, you see, his tongue was cut off, and it's not really very convenient to speak without your tongue." Yeah, you generally can't do that very well. I mean, sort of. How did it happen? The thug looks at his partner again. Apparently you've been able to make a good impression, as the mute man thinks for a while and then waves his hand and nods in agreement. "He cut it out himself at the time when his family were hiding from raiders among ruins right after the war. He went on field trips with his father, pillaging here and there, just like everyone else then, and Mom and his little sister were waiting for them at home. One of the trips ended in some jerks encircling and shooting at them. His dad got mortally wounded, but before kicking the bucket, he made my friend promise he wouldn't tell anyone where the women were hiding. He took heed of his dad's words and cut his tongue out before surrendering, just not to let something slip." A person ready to cut his own tongue out is unlikely to let anything slip. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I'm not going to point that out because that's pretty obvious. Did it occur to him the raiders could have made him write the location? Oh, I like that. I wonder if this is an intelligence check. Because I'm not... Do I have... No, I only have 6 intelligence, I think. Let's go with that. "Every plan has a flaw." I see. So what happens next? "Nothing good followed, of course. The raiders tortured him, beat him up, burned his heels on fire." "Yeah, but cut him with a knife, then gave up and shot him in the forehead. But our silent slayer lived. He's a survivor, this one. As for his mom and sister, they found them anyway later. The outcome was predictable." You cast a quick glance at the mute man. He stares blankly at the fire. Dancing flames reflect on his glassy eyes. "Well, I'm sorry." "What does it matter now? Water under the bridge. But this made Silent Slayer a tough cookie. He doesn't care if it's a man, woman, or a kid, or an animal. He kills regardless, without thinking twice. He's dead inside, which means he's strong. Am I right, Silent Slayer?" You turn to the mute man. Silent Slayer looks at you with an evil grin. Crackling fire makes his eyes look red. And you should have closed it with a square bracket. Okay, so I wanted to ask about your... I suppose that might go back to the previous one. I wanted to ask about your chum, I say. "I've told you already that my chum cut his own tongue off." Yeah, okay, it's all good. Actually, that might have been an interesting line. Yeah, he just repeats what he said. It's a different line, which is good. So don't you get dizzy standing like that with your helmet on all day? I suppose. "I don't," he says. "I've made my own helmet for myself. It fits like a second skin. My friend and I hide our faces on purpose. He has a mask, and I have a helmet. There's no choice. Job requirements." Really? So, okay, so you say you've made it yourself. Would you share the secret? "I would, but not for free. First give me 100 rubles for this, then I'll teach you all I know." "Aw, come on, bro. Maybe we can agree on a lower price? You help me today, I'll help you tomorrow, exclamation mark, 2 periods. "Damn, alright. I'll teach you for free. Aren't you a cunning fellow? But I like it." Well, thank you, brother. Now teach me." The man nods, looks around, and beckons you to come closer. "Listen. The sound enters through your body. A deaf man can hear too. He tells you what resources you... I have no idea what he just said. But anyway, he tells you what resources you'll need, how to bend steel sheets, how to sew leather patches together with a makeshift bone needle, how to tie up seams, and eventually how to make it all work. This is how I've made my helmet. I should have gotten a bunch of points on crafting from that, because he told me how to sew with makeshift bone needles. That's some skills right there. Thank you, though. Let's have a conversation then. Spit it out. Okay, who are you? The gangster dropped his name dryly and quickly, as if hitting you with it. Bator. Okay. What are you doing now? Having a rest, then on my way again, dealing with those who have crossed Dan's path. Dan is the leader of the bandits. We still haven't met him. He's Dennis. That's fine. So how often do you go out on such business trips? Quite rarely these days. Dan has a certain plan of action. First, he offers his protection to a new village nicely. Then, if they don't comply, he sends his guys and have fun at the villagers' account. If someone doesn't convince them either, the guys come again, this time with fire and pyrotechnics, which is what fire is. And if even after this the village head perseveres, well, then my partner and I leave our cozy camp. After that, you can safely cross the village out of the map and forget it ever existed. Oh, okay. So all that conversation over there, by that guy is dying first. If I ever kill them, which I probably will. So yeah, yeah. But these guys are not to be messed with. I should respect their might anyway, because they cross villages out of the map. So yeah, I probably should be careful with that, and especially because I get my butt handed to me by a rat. So yeah. But still, yeah, that conversation about them being safe, they're just it's a racket. It's racketeering. Is it racketeering? That's the word, isn't it? You know, when you just, going around and being like, I'm protecting you from myself, rather. Basically, it's what it is. Yeah, interesting story. I'm not gonna say anything, or maybe I am actually. You're a beast. There's nothing left on you. Let's go with that. The thug sniffs merrily. Apparently, there's something left in there. If he gets amused out of that, apparently amused. Yes, indeed, by your reaction. Okay, so, what can you tell me about this unusual place? Now, it's my camp. It's nice here. There's enough food and water. The guys can check your gun and fix it for you, or mend your armor if need be, or allocate a new one if after Dan's missions the old one looks a sieve. Okay, well, you're lucky to have these guys. Now I have other questions. What's rumors, please? No interesting rumors. Although once lying in the bushes in ambush, I heard a funny story about insolent farmers who refused to pay Dan. I was ready to laugh. Two old men were talking to each other. One said, "Hey, have you heard, brother? Have you heard, brother? A walking mountain is moving towards us, a giant. He has a machine gun swinging from his neck, and is so confident of himself, he rarely resorts to it and prefers his spiked mace. Woe betide anyone who..." Yeah, I'm sure that farmer said that. "Would betide anyone who got under his heavy blow. He'll be nothing but holes. He'll fall and lie still right where he was standing." So I listened to the end, left the ambush and said, "Whoa, so these are the tales people tell about me. What is it if not fame?" What is it if not a humble brag? And how they've... well, it's just brag, really. And how they fled, he says. But I was quick. Whacked the storyteller on the back, hit the listener on the legs, and once I was done with them, it was hard to tell which was which. Yeah, you're scary. My respect. Okay, but yeah, let's just, cozy up to these guys, because I don't want them to fight me before I want them to fight me. So, I have to go. Bye. So this guy doesn't say anything. He just says, Good. So, you dude, you lied to me, you jerk. You guys just go around and kill people. Where's your leader? I would expect him to be in this big building over here. So, did we actually make it into this building? It looks like maybe that's their leader. Does he have a mustache? Because if he doesn't have a mustache, he's not leader of anybody. He does have a little mustache, so he's a little leader. Okay. Oh my god, this place is enormous. I like it. Oh my god, this is awesome. Okay, let's look around. Oh, look at that guy. He's got a red jacket. Okay. Should I... where am I? I'm down here. I don't know if there's... things out here. The problem is I also don't know if I came in through here. I don't think so. Oh. I'm going over there. Huh. I don't think so. Otherwise, I would have seen that, right? And there's frogs. Or not frogs, whatever that is. Oh, there's toadstools all over. Okay. An easy way to get them if you don't want to fight the rats. Look at that for a second playthrough. Okay. Oh. What? I don't know what just happened then. He kind of picked it up and then didn't pick it up. Can't go up there. Okay. It's got a fridge on the way. But I can't open it. Huh. It's curious. Oh, I can. That's also curious. Electric chest. There's definitely things and there's a... What exactly? I can't do anything with this. Maybe... Oh, I see what it is. So if I have an explosive, I put the explosive inside. And it blows up. That sounds like a good deal to me. It looks like... I mean, that's the situation, or that's how you do it. I think that's suspicious over there. So there's a lot of stuff out here. Oh my god, the map! It's enormous. I should be careful. I shouldn't be messing with this. So there's nuclear waste over there. Radioactive anyway. It's not really necessarily nuclear. We got a car over here. A nice car. The car looks pretty good, but I won't be able to fix it on my own. Will you not? It's a Moscovich 2140. A Moscovich. I know, I've heard the name, the brand, or the make, but I don't actually know the car, because I'm not that old, and I didn't see them. We did get here in I'm from Portugal, by the way. Here in Portugal, we did get some Eastern Bloc and Russian cars, and you know, from Ukraine. Ladas in particular were relatively common, but I mean, Italy just there's a lot of Fiats in here, and also Peugeots, and oh, we got a condom. Does it work still? These things, they don't last too long. I mean, it's not too long after the war, so I don't know. I don't know how condoms from the 80s worked, or how good they were. You know, in terms of durability. Okay, so that's that. And the car is gonna be fixed. I imagine we're actually gonna be able to fix it, because, I mean, you know, that's like a favorite thing in Fallout 2. Let's see if... Oh, I can actually use the repair. Did I have it before? It didn't do it. It said I'm not gonna be able to fix it on my own. So, why is it giving me the repair? Huh, interesting. I'm not too bad with repairs, am I? Is it tinkering, or is it a different skill? No, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at it. Yeah, good stuff. Oh, yeah, that's right. The reason why I came over here, I really don't want to mess with that poisonous whatever that is because I saw that, but that's not a mound of stones. It's just... Oh, look at the sky being reflected. That's really cool looking. I don't think I noticed that before. That looks really cool. Okay, so yeah, there's nothing here, so I should probably be careful and go back. I need to keep talking to the bandits, but it's good to do a little bit of exploration in the meantime. So there's a huge oh yeah, you can click on... Oh, dang it. Yeah, you can click on things. So we're at the top edge of the map. This is north. Do I actually have a compass? I don't. And I also wanted to click on this. Did I actually go inside? Is there... I did. Yeah. Because I saw that from the outside, and that's the reason why I wanted to go in. There's another car over there. And it's nighttime, so... well, fortunately, nighttime is not too dark, which is great for YouTube. And great for you. So, yeah, sometimes games are just really, really dark, and it's tricky to see. It's tricky to view things, even though I do bring up my contrasts a little bit more than the game actually has it, because the encoding loses some of that. So, yeah, I have that a little bit configured with that in mind, but yeah, it's pretty good. It's like a full moon or something. So that's the whole place on that side. And there's just this huge bank of the river on this side over here. And of course all the rivers are nuclear waste, because why wouldn't they be? Why wouldn't they be? So this is the guy that the bearded man, I think they called him. And we came in through here. That truck is full of radiation. And there's nothing else. Yeah, I'm right. Okay, let's go back inside, because we must talk to this guy. I'm not gonna go in there. I wonder if this is indeed the leader, because he's sort of on the edge. If they wanted to set up a bomb over here or something, he would probably die. So it's a bad defensive situation. Let's have a chat with this fellow over here. You see a tall, strong man in his 40s. He is armed and dressed like many of his comrades in the bandit camp, but one little detail sticks out. On the sleeve of his thick jacket is a sunburned tag with blood type. It obviously came from some sort of uniform. Seeing you approach, the man glances at you as if evaluating your worth. If you have some business, you better speak to the boss. No, I just wanted to chit-chat. I'm listening. Okay, so what's your name? How are you doing? My name is Taras Genderenko. Genderenko? Yeah. But if you want to act a part, call me Sergeant. It was my rank back in the army, and now it's my nickname. As for life, well, it's hard for anyone these days. A soldier. I mean, a sergeant. I'm sorry. I respect that. Okay, well, a sergeant is still a soldier, but anyway. Can you answer some more questions? No. I thought there might have been other options there. And he goes back to that. Okay. So, what can you tell me about this place? Ah, rookies. Look around. It's a great place. Well fortified, that's one. Stands in a strategically advantageous place, that's two. We can cover most of the ground from here, that's three, even though it's still two. Anyway, and the rest, I don't know. I guess it was some factory before the war. Probably made bricks here, or teapots. Whoa, man, now that's some knowledge. Yeah, and I'm really trying to rub it in. You're a real master strategist, a god of war, with a capital G, but not a capital W for interesting. Can you grace me with some more answers? Wait a second, are you mocking me? Dang it. Is that supposed to be some sort of sly British humor he quotes? Because if that's the case, I'm not getting it. You guys get a lot of British humor in Soviet Russia? Were they? Maybe? I don't know. I'm just, I just use some flowery terms. No offense. The man gives you a suspicious eye, scratches his stubbled cheek, and finally relaxes. Okay, and now that we passed that awkward situation, what you do? Oh, yeah, come on. Yeah, okay. So I like it that they have different lines for if you ask things again, but I'm not gonna read them all. So what you doing? My main assignment is to guard our boss, Dan. It's because of him that I'm stuck in this den of thieves. Believe me or not, but this man is a natural-born leader. I'm pretty sure that banditry is just a passing phase for him. But the real goal is to bring back law and order. Yeah, because, that's how you know. Anyway, maybe that's a commentary. Even if it's just in a couple of local villages, he says. And see, I told you, that thought of mine, just making that village of Otradnoi be the bandit village, that would be an interesting quest line. That would be an interesting way of resolving that whole situation. And for that, I'm ready to lose my good name and even life. Your good name? Well, you're loyal. I appreciate that in people. I have some other questions. So, is there any good information floating around? Back in the day, I served not far away from Molotogorsk city, in the middle of nowhere. Seriously, nothing around but steppes. Not even a lousy yurt. Well, it was a city. Anyway, I guess that's why this place was selected for testing new weaponry. So-called experimental Vitinsky rifle. The rifle was a real beast, light as a feather, compact, even though it had the same caliber as a Dragunov sniper rifle. And how precise it was. Dragunov is good, but this baby easily beats it in every test run. A Soviet technological marvel, if you ask me. It was made by the same Yaroslav Research Institute that worked on the No, that's not an abbreviation, I don't think. Kriaz system before the war. Oh, why even bother? You probably never heard about it anyway. But if your travels But if in your travels you come across an ERV, hold on to it. There's no better weapon out there. Of that, I'm sure. I think these lower lines are all like this. Let's see. Well, would you look at that? The motherland shared with you her intimate secrets, and this is how we repay her? Oh, yeah, okay, so this is just basically, antagonistic lines, the ones at the bottom. Yeah, fascinating. I hope this super weapon survived the tests and upcoming war. So... yeah, that's that. He goes back to repeating his line. Thank you very much for your time, sir, and for sharing the secrets. I'm gonna have a chat with this fellow over here, who is definitely your boss, because he has a mustache. Oh yeah, he does. Before you stands a tall man in a dusty suit and with a leather holster on his hip. He looks nothing like the rest of the men out here in the abandoned factory. He stands straight, his hair is combed, his eyes radiate intelligence. On seeing you, he fixes his tie and says it in a calm, measured tone. I am listening. Aren't you Denisovich? The same. And who are you? Your real name, please. Denisovich pets his large mustache and looks. That's so large that he pets it. It doesn't actually. That's how you know a mustache is good. And he looks you straight in the eye. You start feeling uncomfortable because of the size of his mustache, obviously. He almost peers straight into your soul with his cold gaze. Boris. The boss writes your name into a small notebook. Then he looks at you as if waiting for you to keep on talking. I was sent here by Kosoi. It's about a job. By Kosoi. Did the head actually tell me to say that? Oh, no, they did. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Oh, I see. And why did Kosoi think you'd make a good candidate? Oh, no. Kosoi is the guy in the... is this guy. Yeah, right. You see, we're looking for a very specific type of person. Unless I'm really mistaken. I might be mistaken. Anyway. I had a thief's passport. Tch. So you're one of those types. Well, fine. I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. You should. But anyway, you're looking for a job. You're not very eloquent if you're... Anyway, that's fine. Slingo. It's fine. It's a phase for him. That's right. Can you help me with that? Job. I have a job for you. No. Better call it a test. Look, go into the main facility where we made our barracks. In there, go looking for a locked door. In front of it, there will be 2 guards. Talk to the one they call Shishbak or something. Anyway, he will give you the rest of the instructions. A man of few words. I just nodded. And he says a man of few words. That's good. Be sure to return when you're done. We'll discuss your future. And I think I might have ingratiated myself to him by nodding. I like it. It's good. It's good. I like that games allow you to be silent in certain situations. In certain dialogues. But is it just me, or is it just so enticing a lot of the time to nod and just be silent and all that? Because just let people talk. Not so much because of the results. Usually they're a little bit underwhelming. Although this game so far is doing it very well. I like it. There's some situations where you could be a little bit more loud-mouthed, and being silent is just to continue, rather than saying, and what happened next. Because that actually infuriates me a little bit when there's like lines, and then you say, okay, what happens next? And your lines just are just a continue button. So I sometimes just don't even say those lines when the game does that. Not this one. This one has to keep silent and listen, and that is great. Let's see. We have ourselves an alarm clock. Oh yeah, we never talked to this guy in the red. An empty tin and empty tin can should be. Although tin is also used to just say it's a tin, but tin, just a metal. Anyway. You see an energetic man. He looks around 25. This game is oddly obsessed with the age of everybody, but I like that. At least it sets it. It just puts it in context, which is good. He's wearing a simple jacket. He smiles at you when you move in closer. Hey, can I ask you some questions? Hey there, wanderer. Ask all you like. I have nothing to do apart from chatting. The day is too calm for anything else. So how's life? It's okay. I left the guys I was hanging out with before, and thank God for that. With my new crew, I don't feel like the scum of the earth anymore. Here in the factory, we're all men of a higher purpose. Yep, that we are. Man, I dread to imagine what you were doing before. So what about this place? Now look around. Quite the place, right? All of this is ours, you know? Me and the boys, we own it. Not bad, huh? It will last a lifetime. Some guys are resting, some are on patrol duty. Now that's what I call living. Okay. So what are you busy with? What do you think I'm doing? I'm just chilling, thinking about stuff, all that while watching the perimeter so that nobody gets in without an invitation or a bullet hole in the face. Yeah, that's true. It's my day off, but I still stay vigilant. Yep. Why did you get a day off? Oh, all my days are days off. Students leave life between exams. We leave life between raids. Every day is a holiday when you don't have to mess anyone up. Well, I suppose that's true. I mean, yeah. So tell me, some rumors. Fellow connoisseur of gossip. Respect, my man. Ever heard of the Shaking Forest? Is that how forest is written? It's a place in the wastes. Never been there myself, but people say it looks like an ordinary little grove. Nothing special about it, but some days, trees that grow there start shaking without any wind. Don't you dare laugh. It's completely serious. I once told this story to a scientist. He laughed too. He said it can't be true because earthquakes only happen where the plates collide or something like that. Maybe you want to give me the same reason, huh? Well, don't. As a guy who grew up in a home located near the railroad tracks, I can honestly say that you don't need no show plates to make the ground shake. All I need is a heavy train to pass by. But before the war, we had heavy-duty trains pass near our home. Each time they passed, the windows shook inside our flats, and even the doors creaked and opened on their own sometimes. There must be an underground train system under that little grove. Trains made for the surviving members of the Politburo, or something even scarier. Yep. You feel like your company losing the man's tongue a little bit. That's good. What a story. Anything else you can tell me about that? Well, you seem like an okay guy. Okay. I'll tell you my origin story. Nowadays, it's not like I'm a superhero or anything, it's just... Anyway, nowadays they call me Stas. But when I ran with another crew, I was called Stas, the Knifer. The desperate son of a bitch. You know why I stopped being this guy and I came to live here? Once, after getting a butt cheek full of lead, I was healing up in an abandoned building while the other boys of my former gang were investigating that same grove I told you about. Well, none came back. I waited for a week. Not a single one returned from the Shaking Forest. Yep. Oh boy. Okay. Well, you could tell me where it is, but anyway, bye. The Shaking Forest. Well, let's not talk to those guys right now. Let's go inside and see what this is, because I am curious. We have a living room. We have these two guys, which is probably... I need to look for one of them that has a specific name. The Shashab. I know I mispronounced it when I read it. And we have proper bullets in here. Good stuff. Very rare so far. And Casparamide, which we have already. And some bullets as well, which is really great. Yeah, we're pretty well decked out in terms of bullets by now. I still don't think I would be able to kill the rat, because it's... Yeah, the rat is... Yeah, it's not good. But we have people sleeping in here. Excuse me, sir. Hi. I didn't... Hi. Before you stands a slim, busy-looking man. He watches you silently. Apparently, he doesn't want to start a conversation. Okay, I'm gonna go away, because I'm out of time for the day. But we're gonna talk to him next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been A.T.O.M RPG. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.